welcome to Geno's Picks, where for the fourth straight week, I'm not in the studio. Was I in the studio Thursday? Sure. Did I have the video written? No, because I had to make sure I was out of the studio before a certain 62-year-old man came in and had yet another hissy fit. We need the equipment, okay? And instead of writing the video, what did I do? I went across the street to Sullivan's. Normally, this is not my fault. Normally, I write it every fucking Thursday between In Hot Water 2 to 4, where I'm paid very well, and the In Hot Water football show at 7, where I'm paid very well. And I sit in the studio where I fucking have earned the right to sit, but I had to leave. So instead, I went to another place I love sitting, Sullivan's, and I got tuned up on free Jameson. It's not my fault they put it with the Praviti boys and Marshall Beaupre and Billy Tardy before doing the Week 9 football show where we already gave you the Texans, well, Daddy did, and every other NFL pick, all right? And then I got to end the night on my very couch over there drinking wine with a certain little canoe, while watching a soon-to-be 63-year-old man look like a 74-year-old asthmatic while behaving like an angry toddler. So it was a win-win. Who's the real loser? Well, that's also me because I went 0-4 last week to drop to 12-16. So do we get it back this week? We do, and we do it quickly because I'm not pretending to try and stare at this fucking camera when I have the script right here, okay? I save all my creepy eye contact for Keanu now, as at least when I'm doing that, I know I'm going to have a far better chances of hitting at the end of the night. All right, let's get to the picks. My first pick, the Finns are giving 4.5 to the Bears in Chicago. Great news, Bears fans. You got wide receiver Chase Claypool from the Steelers this week. Does it help them? No, because they can triple team fucking Claypool and leave Justin Fields with fewer viable options in front of him on Sunday than Pennsylvania voters this fucking Tuesday. Look at that. And if the Bears are going to win this, they will need something John Fetterman never had, a stroke of luck. The Finns win this going away as Mapletron realizes his trade to Chicago is really a step backwards that has actually moved him 3 states closer back to playing in the fucking CFL again. Take the Finns and lay the 4 in a hook. My next pick, the Commanders are getting 3 from the Vikes in DC. Here's something people didn't realize. A lot of them, the Vikings have only lost 1 game this season. But even if you knew that, I'm guessing you didn't know that of those 6 wins, only 1 came against a winning team. And that was the Tua Tagovailoa-less Dolphins after the Bills rung his bell so hard, it sounded like a gong Vailoa. I like that better than I thought. So yeah, I'm still not impressed with the Vikings, especially since I'm sure you didn't know Taylor Heineke, yeah, that kid has won both of his starts this season and 5 of his last 7, putting him in the same class as Cousins because both of them have gone completely unnoticed this season. Take the Vikes the Vikes are in for a wake-up call. Take DC and the 3 you're getting. My next pick, the Seahawks are getting 1 to hook from the Cards in the desert. In a game in which my brother Max loads up on the Seahawks, I'm inclined to agree with him. Let's face it, the Seahawks may be a made-up bird name, but the Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury is an actual bird brain. This team has been underachieving all season as people are starting to think Kyler Murray should have stuck with baseball. Regardless, on the other side of the ball, head coach Pete Carroll, I'll give it to him. I'm telling you, it was Russell Wilson. Pete Carroll is getting the most out of his players. How much so? You don't believe me? Just look at Geno Smith, who after 10 years in the NFL has finally done something it took this Geno only 3 years to accomplish in New York. People have stopped laughing at him. Load up on the max to Seattle in what's basically going to be a pick 'em in the desert. Which brings me to my Double Your Money Monday night bet. Do you have any left? I told you we'd get here fast. The Ravens are giving 2 and a hook to the Saints in New Orleans. Fun fact, after taking over injured Jameis Winston and keeping the starting job now that he's healthy, Andy Dalton has stolen as many starting quarterback gigs as Winston has crab legs. I love that picture. I think we've used it before. Which is ironic because both Dalton and Crab scramble from danger in the same way. They go sideways quickly. Dalton will crumble under the Ravens' pressure this Monday night, and it won't even be close as Baltimore reminds both these idiots why Crabs actually made that city famous. Take the Ravens, lay the 2 and a hook. Those are Geno's quickest picks ever.